Hey, what's going on? Excuse me. Hey, what's going on, John? It's Cole Merriweather here. Today I'm going to go over three main things you can do to improve your website here and get your ranking a little bit better on Google. I'm also going to show you some of your competitor stuff, just so you can see what they're doing on the front end, obviously the website itself and also on the back end. Before that, just a little bit about myself. I'm obviously, SEO and web design specialist. I started out as a contractor myself, had a handyman business and a landscaping company, um, and decided I just wanted to get back to the contracting community. I mean, I know all too well how hard and important it is to get those leads coming in and to get your business in front of the customers that are looking for your services. So that's what I turned my attention to, just helping us fellow blue collar guys out. So with that, I'm just gonna jump right in here. This is your website, obviously. I like the website. I like the layout. I kind of, like the theme. It looks really nice. It doesn't have to be super pretty and fancy to be a good website. Honestly, people don't really care too much about how it looks. It's updated enough. I'd make it a little bit more updated, but that's not what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about what's actually going to get you ranked on Google and actually getting those leads coming in. But I like the website. I mean, it's good. It's got plenty of services here. Obviously a nice comprehensive list of everything you guys do, and it just looks good. I mean, it flows nicely. It's got a good theme to it. But with that, we're going to hopefully jump over to your homepage here. There we go. So the first thing that I would recommend you doing here is just add some more content right on that homepage. And by content, I just mean text, words. Google likes to see at least 1,000 to 1,500 words right there on that homepage. And then they like to see at least 1,000 words for each one of your service pages. Now, I know for your service pages, they're a little bit simple, to be honest, which isn't a bad thing. Like I said before, it doesn't have to be super complicated and fancy. But you're going to want to have a separate page for each one of these services. You want a page for painting, you want a page for hardscapes, you want a page for power washing. And each one of those pages should have at least 1,000 words. If you have a lot of pages, like this one should have, you could probably get away with 750 words or so. Those are keyword rich, text, content, words, whatever you want to call it. But you want to have a separate page for each one of these services. Sorry, had a little brain fart there. So you want to have a separate page for each one of these, and the best way to do it is just have a little, you can keep exterior services there. I think this menu up here is great. But what you want to have instead of just one page, it kind of just lists very basically what you do. For exterior services, you want to have a drop-down menu here that has each one of these things listed as an option on that menu that goes into its own separate page. You want a page just about painting, like I said, just about hardscapes, etc. And each one of those pages should have at least 1,000, like I said, 750 to 1,000 keyword-rich words on there. So that's definitely the first thing I would do is just give you some more content. And that's basically on the front end. I'm going to show you some back end stuff too here in just a second. But what I want to show you first is actually these pictures right here actually matter a little bit also, just how they're saved when you put them on your website. So I'm just going to check this one right here. And this is something most people don't do. Most website audits I do like this. I'd say probably 80% of the websites I do, maybe even more than that, don't do this. But you want to save every single picture on your website as a keyword. So like this, you want to have saved as, oh boy, I forget where you guys are located out of. I'm so sorry about that. All right, it's Frankfurt. So you want to have this picture saved as like Frankfurt, Delaware painting. You want to have this picture saved as Frankfurt, Delaware hardscapes, etc. And you want to do that for every one of your pictures because Google and every other search engine out there actually does look at that. And they do take that into consideration into how they rank you, basically. And we're trying to get on that first page. You definitely want to land on that first page of Google. So that's the basically what I would do for the website itself, and the layout itself's fine. But you want to add, like I said, those pages for each one of your services, and you want to add that content in there. And so with that, I'm actually going to show you one of your competitors' websites out of the same area. And to get here, to find this guy, all I just did an organic Google search of Frankfurt, Delaware. What did I do? I think I just did remodeling. I didn't even think I did contractor yet. It was just Frankfurt, Delaware remodelers. And that's how I found this guy. I think he was ranked, I think he was number 3. Actually, let's go back. I'll just show you. Yeah, so he is number 3. He's this guy right here. And let's see, yep, so Frankfurt, Delaware renovations. That's all I searched. And there he is right here. So we're just going to jump back in here. Again, this is just a competitor's website to give you an idea of what yours probably should look like. And then, again, right off the bat, he's got, or they, I should say, I guess, have tons more content than you do, which it's not a bad thing. I mean, this is very easy to beat. And actually, he really doesn't even have enough content on here either. This might be 500-700 words maybe, but he's got the drop-down menu I was talking about. So here's all his services, and he's got a separate page for each one of his services, which is what I was saying you should do as well. And let's just click into one of these. I haven't really explored this guy's website. I like to do these nice live and raw, so I'm seeing this for the first time, just like you are. So let's go with let's do bathroom remodeling. Okay, so again, it's not very fancy looking, but there's tons of content there. Again, this is probably roughly 500-700 words again, which is right in the ballpark we're shooting for. He has just a shitload more pages than you do. Again, this is not hard to do. I don't mean to scare you with that. It's not a big deal. It's super easy to do. But that's definitely what you're going to want to have. Just more pages, more content, basically. Like I said, keyword-rich content for your area. So that's some of the front-end stuff. Now we're just going to take a quick peek at the back end here. So here we're back at your website. I'm going to go to your home page, and I'm going to steal this URL here, and I'm going to plug it in this program called Ahrefs. Now this is what I use day in and day out. This basically is going to tell me everything I need to know about not only your website, but also about your competitor's website in terms of traffic, what keywords they're using, what backlinks they're using. There's scores here, and these scores are basically just this UR score is just how powerful Google sees your website as, which is where that content in those pages comes into play, as well as the keywords. And your DR score is how trustworthy your website is in Google's eyes, meaning Google doesn't think it's a spam website or filled with viruses and stuff like that. And that's where those backlinks come into play. So this is a different guy's website that I was doing an audit on. So let's get you in here. Okay, so no data, no data. So yeah, so your website basically right now is not actually doing anything for you. You haven't had any traffic, you've got no keywords, no backlinks, and that's okay. Again, I don't mean to show you this to scare you or anything like that. That's just what it is. And so what I'm also going to do is I'm going to plug your competitor in over here. Take that, and plug it in here. See what they have. So they don't have a lot going on either. Which is good. Let me make sure I got the right page. So I definitely want their home page. Excuse me. Okay, so they don't have a whole lot going on here as far as backlinks and keywords either. So what's really boosting their website right now is, like I said, that the content and the amount of pages they have, basically how big their website is. That's how they're outranking you right now, which is great news for you because this is their website. This is your competitor. This is the number 3 spot in your area for renovations, and they basically have nothing either. So this is super duper easy to beat. And if they had a lot of keywords, we could go in here. We could look at all their keywords, but they're only using one, which is come on, there we go. Delaware hardware floor finishing. Yeah, that's great. So they're only using one keyword, which is fantastic for you because it's so easy to beat. same with the backlinks. They're only using 2 backlinks. I could click into here and show you the backlinks too, but it's just really nothing there to show. They don't have any scores either. So that means is that their website's beating you because of the content they have, like I said. And that's basically it. But that's just how important having that content is. I mean, if you have nothing else, content's gonna beat you out over somebody with less content. So yeah, so to beat this guy, like I said, this is the number 3 guy I showed you in your area for remodeling. So all you have to do, you just have to add some more content in there, get those service pages kicking, and get you some keywords and backlinks, and you'll be probably in the number 1 spot, just based off of what this guy's doing. So yeah, content, keywords, backlinks, and you're golden. You're gonna start stealing basically all this guy's business from Google. So with that, I'm going to jump out of here. Again, my name's Cole Merriweather. If you have any questions or if you think of anything else we can help you with as far as your digital marketing goes, please let me know. My personal cell phone number is 304-992-5644. Please don't hesitate to reach out anytime. And with that, I'm going to take off. Thanks.